Hello everyone. I am so sorry I am late. I don't usually oh god, excuse me. I don't usually die. I don't usually like delaying my stream like this, but I was at a HeroScape tournament today. It was a mini one, so like that's why I delayed rather than outright canceled. Um but yeah, so today we are going to be playing Satisfactory, or tonight, this evening. We're going to be playing Satisfactory, a game which I've been enjoying quite a lot. I know that I'm not done with the game, and I've been playing in my off time because I asked and everyone seemed cool with me playing it in my off time, which I'm glad for because, to tell you the truth, if I had waited till my next stream time, I would be nowhere near done with the game. But given that I'm still not that done with the game, I don't know how much more I'm going to be streaming it. Just because I don't know if I can make it entertaining, you know? Like I'm having fun with it, but I've been finding that it's a very nice game to just kind of have on while you're, like, watching a TV show or something. Because, like, for the most part, it's just going around and, like, getting stuff from your factory. So, like, I don't know if I would make that as, a regular thing. But it's been nice in my alone time because it's nice to just kind of zone out and watch a show or something and just have a game. So I've been doing a lot of that. But I'm still pretty early. Sorry, I just realized I did not have my light ready, and here I was thinking I was ready. So as far as I'm aware, because I kind of talked to Platinum a little bit, and Platinum's like, there's like 4 stages, and I'm in like late stage 2 or something. I'm not entirely sure, but the point is that I have a feeling that I am not building very efficiently at all, and because I'm not making my factory super efficient, it's probably going to take me a while to actually make progress. So I'll do it today because it's a nice game to just kind of chill out with, chat and whatnot. But I'll probably continue on streaming Chicory and Unicorn Overlord. So that's the current plan. And apparently there's a I should warn, there's been like an experimental build push that adds like controller support and a bunch of other things, and it looks super cool. The only thing is I'm not clear on like how to force that, so we're just gonna be playing the I guess 1.0 patch, whatever isn't the experimental build. So yeah. I've had quite the day. My HeroScape tournament did not do very well for me. It was 3 matches. I went 1-2. Part of the issue was I hadn't played with like half of the units, and I just when I haven't played with half the units, I don't like know exactly how I like playing them. So it can be messy at times. Anyway, I think that's basically everything. I went to a protest the other day. That was fun. There were hundreds of people there, which was surprising. I mean, like, surprising in the sense that there was a bigger one not too far, or like, a little farther away, but like not that much farther. And I thought everyone would just go to that one, but it seemed like everyone was going to both of them. I got sunburned from standing out in the sun because I am very prone to sunburns. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi. Yeah, sorry. I was like, something's not right. I'm playing the game, but I feel like I forgot something. Yeah, I forgot to turn the game on. Yeah, so I've made quite a lot of technological progress since you last saw me. I've made a rifle. I'm almost done with phase 3 of the space elevator. I've got a very, very complicated setup. I have a jetpack. That's fun. Jetpacks are always fun. And funnily enough, I think the last time I streamed this game, there was a death crate kind of in that direction, and I couldn't get it because it was like on a cliff, and like I had no way of getting back up. So it was just stuck there for a while. But now that I got the jetpack, I got my death crate back, and we're all good. And let's see. Yeah, I've got several coal energy plants, whatever, power plants. Several units stored up. My factory, like, could, in theory, use a lot of power, and I don't really know what to do to make my factory, like, produce that much more power, you know, without being, like, really resource wasteful. Because, you know, like, I'm sure I could technically build, like, 10 factories of coal, you know, coal burning, but, like, that would take a lot, and I don't even know if it's really worth it. So, also, if you've noticed, it's kind of going up and down. Well, for one thing, the up and down is from, I installed, like, geyser geothermal plants, which is nice. But also these, like, bumps. These are from the fuel burning power plants. And I forget which one, but one of them in particular... Not that one. One of them in particular just does not get enough fuel, and I cannot figure out how to up the production. Because it's like, those get fuel great. You know, they're always at 50. These, it's like... I'm pretty sure it's this one. See, it's like... It's burning like 1 a second, and it just stalls, and I don't get why. I don't understand fully how to optimize that. Because, like, there should be at least a decent amount going to it. And it's like, I know that this refinery isn't getting enough, whatchamacallit, heavy oil? Yeah, heavy oil. But it's like, I tried to supplement it with the heavy oil from the other area, and it's just not working the way I thought it would. So, you know. It's a struggle. But, you know, it's coming along. I just need to build the adaptive control units, which are slow to produce. Take quite a lot. And surprisingly, what I was struggling the most with is wires. I didn't, or well, automated wiring, but the reason the automated wiring is, you know, so slow is because the automated wire machine, that's the motor, it isn't getting a whole lot of cables, which is weird because I was usually, like, overstocked on cables. See, it's like, I have this producing as much as it or as fast as it possibly can. I do need to find more Sommersloop to increase the output. Because, like, clearly this is fast enough to make whatever it receives, but this just isn't outputting fast enough to feed this efficiently. So, I think for stream, that's basically what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find some Sommersloop, and I'm going to, Yeah, just do that. You know, work on the adaptive control units, because I have 29. So I'm almost a third of the way there. But it is going to be a struggle. And the frustrating thing is, I've used a fair amount of Sommersloop already. So it's like, I don't think I'm in a position where I can, like, remove Sommersloop from other buildings. But I need more of it. So I'm just gonna start heading in a direction to see what I find. Also, I don't know why it says dismantle crate over there, and when I go over there, it leads me to my coal mining things. I think that might be a bug, to be honest with you. Structor, hey, it's good to see you. Hi, how are you? Sorry about stream being delayed. I was getting my butt kicked in HeroScape. The thing is, I never take HeroScape that seriously, but sometimes it is frustrating where it's like, I know I'm better than 1-2, you know? I was spending some time with my mom and uncle. Oh, nice. How'd that go? I hope you had fun. Or at least it wasn't too bad, depending on how you feel. For New York, he got me a Splatoon plush! Aw, that's awesome! A squid or a kid? Hey, Shadow, when are you going to do something about the totes? Oh, I forgot. I was gonna be like, what do you mean by totes? And then I remembered you don't... I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it. A squid. They did have octos, though. Okay, well... I mean, they're the same thing. They're a kid, they're a squid. But yeah, I've reached a point where, like, I have to go decently out of my way to start finding resources again. It's weird because oh gosh, I don't remember what buildings, but like a couple of buildings are like, hey, do you want this building to create what do you call them? The like power crystal things that come from power slugs. And I was like, how does that work? Is there like a source of power slugs that you're supposed to like mine? I don't know. They have to update the song now that you can play as an Octoling. Yeah. You're a kid, you're a squid or octo, you're a kid. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like radiation. No, thank you. Ooh. I may have already scavenged the... Oh! Why? Why is there a radioactive one? I don't like you. You're a cephalopod? Yeah. Yeah, we'll work on it. We'll sleep on it. Oh, shit. Okay. And also, hi Sans, it's good to see you. I'm sorry it took me a minute to register in my brain that you were here, but hi! It's more a reflection on me, because I'm an idiot. How much do you think the US... Or how much do you think the Wii U tanked by its bad marketing in the US? I heard it did better in other countries. Here's the thing. There are a lot of people, even, you know, Dan Adelman, who worked as, like, the indie rep at Nintendo, like, even he was like, the Wii U name's abysmal. I've never thought it was really about the name. I always thought it was just that, like, they never marketed it in a way that where you could like understand what it was trying for, you know? So I think the marketing was bad, but no, stay away. Stay away. I think the marketing itself was bad, but I don't hate the name as much as other people do. Cause like we live in a world where there's literally the Xbox One S and the Xbox Series S. Like, to me, that is far more confusing. But it hasn't... You know, people don't talk about those consoles the same way. You know? Like, nobody's going, like... I mean, certainly people have said, oh, you know, what about the confused elderly relatives? Like, they'll be buying a One instead of a Series. And it's like, yes, but... I mean... Nobody's complained about it like the Wii U, you know? I wonder if the whole people think it's... I don't know if it was only in the US. Yeah, I think so. Honestly, I didn't even think they conveyed it that poorly, either. Like, they put a lot of emphasis on the tablet, certainly. Wait, where am I going? Oh, okay. Like, they put a lot of emphasis on the tablet, but I thought they were at least decently clear enough to be like, hey, this is a new console and not just an add-on. I don't know. I mean, people blame it, but I'm not so sure I buy it. I really do think it was because the Wii U always had this air of like... Nah, it's nothing special. Because I really don't like the revisionist history that's been going on with it, where, like, people keep saying, like, oh, the Wii U had the worst versions on console, and it's like, it had the worst versions in terms of content, because a lot of companies didn't bring the DLC with it, but, like, technically, I remember even at the time, Digital Foundry and other places were like, yeah, it's the best running console version. Like, obviously, PC performs better, because, like, you know, PC. But, like, it was never about the quality of the ports, or even the quality of the games. It was always just, like, this, you know, it's the Wii U, it's stupid, you know? I mean, to be clear, it was. I mean, it was not a very great idea, but... Let's stop being confused once they saw the $300 price tag. Yeah, that's the other thing, too. When I worked at Target, I did have some people come in and be like, yeah, the Wii U games work on the Wii, right? And I would be like, no, it's a new console. Like, I don't think the marketing of, like, people not knowing it was a new console was the issue. I think it was just, it never had anything that made people, like, stand up and pay attention, you know? Like, when I first saw the Wii U, I remembered thinking that the Nintendo Land minigame where you, like, throw the shurikens, that was cool to me. I was like, hey, that seems really interesting. But it just never really got utilized in those sorts of ways. You were more confused about the Switch too, so this yeah, I mean, granted, Nintendo has made it a little more complicated, because, like... Because now it's like, yeah, the Switch 1 version is on the cartridge, but the cartridge doesn't work on the Switch 1 because it's a different cartridge, you know? Like, they've really muddied that kind of... message. I you know, I want to be clear that, like, assuming the Wii U doesn't jump too much in price, because, or the Wii U, listen to me, the Switch 2 doesn't, jump too much in price because of tariffs, like, I'm still excited for it. It's just, I think a lot of the decisions they made have kind of stunted it. And in fact, I was saying this before they revealed the Switch 2, but now even more so, I believe the Switch 2 is going to do worse than the Switch 1. Like, I think it was Pixel. Pixel was in my chat saying, like, no, it's definitely going to do even better, and I was like, I just don't think it is. I don't think it has that, like, excitement around it. Wait, so if you buy the Switch, the cart will work on... That's the thing. I don't believe it does. Because the Switch 2 cartridge is, like, that special format that has better read speeds, right? So it wouldn't work in the Switch 1. But the upgrade itself isn't actually on the cart. It's just the Switch 1, like, version. At least to my understanding. Maybe if Nintendo cares to clarify. Or, because, like, the whole reason we know about the Switch 1 on Switch 2 cart thing is because a random Nintendo rep said it. But, I'm a little hesitant to believe that, because, I've seen plenty of times where, like, a Nintendo rep will say something, but then Nintendo has to, like, come out and be like, no, it's not that. Yes, I do want a purple power. From some random chat. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's why I'm like, it's disappointing if it's true, but I'm not believing it like most people are. And to be fair, it's not like I'm not saying that they're wrong to believe it. It's just more that I personally feel something's wrong. There's another chat support that said the upgrade is on the cart. The one that wasn't in an email. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I mean, chat support is never really that reliable, because it's like, they're just, like, a separate company that, you know, a company hires out for you know, for purely helping people, not for, like, explaining company policy, you know? I don't know. I'm holding out hope. Because if the upgrade is on the cartridge, I very well could be buying the Switch 2 enhanced versions of games. The only reason I believe that there's yeah, it's super janky, and I think the industry already proved that, like, that kind of shit doesn't work. Because that, you know, some people were comparing it to the like, online multiplayer key thing that was in the, like, late Xbox 360 era, where companies were trying to discourage used sales by being like, yeah, but if you buy it used, it won't come with the code that lets you access the thing. So... I don't know. We'll see. Personally, right now, I'm the most worried about what these tariffs are about to do. Because, you know, I was seeing some, like, industry people talk about it, and they were like, analysts thought that it would be, like, a 20% tariff, because, like, tariffs usually aren't, like, huge numbers. They're just enough that the price goes up, you know, a little bit. But, like, these are so dramatically not what people expected that, like, everyone's reeling from the shock. And you switch to cartridge to work... Yeah, I don't either. And that's fine. You know, in the same way I don't expect any, like, PlayStation 2 disc to work on a PS1, you know? Has been trying to negotiate. Yeah, I mean... That's the thing, everyone's been trying to negotiate, and... I think, you know, I was actually just seeing an interview where Trump was like, "Yeah, I'm willing to negotiate, but they have to make up for the trade deficit," and it was like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? You guys really been hurting for that. Oh yeah, a lot of companies. You know, there was a story of even before all this happened, a story of like a factory owner of some kind. He was so happy when Trump got elected because like all that industry imports from Mexico, and he thought like the tariffs wouldn't affect him, and so like he panicked when it's like, no, if it's coming from Mexico, like you're gonna see it too. Like the black GBC, but that was decades ago. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to think Nintendo has enough sense that, like, they would know that it would be a death sentence to... Or, not a death sentence, but, like, it would be a bad move to not have the upgrade on the cartridge. You know, to not have, like, the full build on the cartridge. And, like, it wouldn't make sense to me also because Cyberpunk, the Cyberpunk devs were like, hey, we're putting the whole game on the cartridge. And it's like, why would you let CD Projekt Red upstage you on your own console, man? Like, I don't know. I mean, it's possible, it's just... The Switch 2 cart is a key that unlocks the upgrade, but the Switch... God, I hope not. That's like... that's the worst. Well, okay, it's not the worst, but that's not great. Ultimately, the whole point of physical is that, like, it's on the cartridge, so you don't have to, you know, download stuff if you don't want to. Getting pretty confusing. Oh, yeah, no, it's super confusing. It's confusing, but also not unexpected to me. Because it's like... I get that Nintendo was trying to, like, with the game keycard thing, like, they were trying to find some middle ground between, like, code in a box and having to make a traditional physical cartridge. But, like, all it's really done is just made people speculate. I'll be like, you know, you don't have to worry about that if you buy digital. Yeah. I mean, you know, I've been a big proponent of physical for a long time, and one thing that's always stayed in the back of my mind, and I haven't said it very much, but, like, if physical was really that bad, companies wouldn't bother putting the effort in to try and prevent you from having it, you know? Like, the fact that all the companies want you to buy digital should be a sign that, like, hey, digital is worse for you. like PlayStation's collector's editions no longer come with a physical disc, and it's like, why? That's literally why a collector would want it. Because it's an edition of the game, not just random junk and a download code. I imagine that Nintendo must... Oh! Sorry! That scared me. I can imagine that Nintendo... Instructor, I don't know what message you sent, but it causes enemies to spawn in. I can imagine that Nintendo... here they specifically moved me to... Yes! Yeah! Well, either dodge tariffs or to, like, help produce more units to fight scalpers. Worse than China. Yes, yeah. Collector's editions are 100% for people who want to display the fancy box. Exactly! So it's like, why get rid of the collector's edition discs first? If anything, you would get rid of the standard first. I don't know. It's baffling to me. Is Trump just pissed that we... Well, yeah, I mean, you know what? I can't say I know, but I would not at all be surprised if that really was the answer. On the physical games, they wouldn't leave them to shred. Yeah, I mean, well... It's helped us win in Vietnam. Yeah, right? Exactly. He's pissed that it made him a draft dodger. I saw a lot of great signs at the protest. That was like one of them where it was like, yeah, draft dodgers. Why are we letting a draft dodger treat our veterans so horribly? But yeah, I don't know. The whole state of the world is just like... you know, I mean, I have a few international friends, but, like, I wish I could go to the rest of the world and be like, I am so sorry. I did everything in my power to prevent this. It's not, like, it's not you. It's just there are other Americans who are really stupid, you know? Blame him for dodging the draft. I mean, I would have too. Oh yeah, I mean, like, I would have too. It's not that. It's the fact that, like, someone who claims to be so, you know, pro veteran and pro army or whatever, and it's like, yeah, so pro you wouldn't actually do it yourself. Only me. I voted for the. Yeah, I mean, basically. There was a sign that was like, we could have had Kamala, and I was like, yes, we really could have. There was also a sign, there was a really great sign where someone was like, fuck this again? It's like, that sign is such a mood. Yeah, also, I don't know if you can see, but I did get sunburned. It's not too bad, but, a little bit. Because I'm a vampire, and I don't get enough sun to handle the sun. And also the hole in the ozone layer, that too. But yeah, there was someone at the protest who had a sign where it's like, sorry, Ukraine, sorry, Denmark, sorry, Greenland, sorry, world. I was like, I wish I could explain that, like, look, I am so sorry, he is such an idiot. 23%. Yeah. But I mean, it was enough. What are your thoughts on the Switch 2 being more powerful than the Series S? I'm not entirely sure I believe it, but a techie friend of mine was saying that, like, all the NVIDIA stuff that's going on with, like, DLSS and whatever else. I admit I don't know how DLSS works, but he was saying that, like, that makes up for a lot of you know, deficiencies, and yeah. DLSS and frame gen are going to make games look like dog shit. Is it? I thought DLSS was a cool thing. Is that not a cool thing? I genuinely have never used it. I don't know. I mean, my main source is that friend who was like, oh, it's gonna be so good. So, I don't know. Maybe it won't be. I saw some previews saying that, like, Cyberpunk and a few other games were a little bit blurry because of the DLSS. But again, I'm not I don't have enough technical knowledge to confirm or deny that. Really interesting. It definitely makes things confusing. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, would I be happy if the Switch 2 was more powerful than the Series S? Sure. But the idea of using DLSS as like a way to kind of circumvent certain things, or maybe not circumvent. What's the word I'm thinking of? Like as a substitute, I guess, for certain things. It does make it confusing. Do I even compare a console that can do DLSS to more powerful? Yeah. I mean that's true. It's like I wouldn't even know where to begin. And apparently some people were saying, like, the backwards compatibility in the Switch 2 is just emulation. And while that is kind of disappointing, I'm personally okay with it. Because, like, as long as it runs, I'm not too strict. But also, I do hope that not a lot of games will have many huge issues, you know? Just load up Tears of the Kingdom on your Switch 2 and yeah, oh yeah, totally. Switch 2 will also be able to do ray tracing, which is also, to my understanding, a huge performance hog, but I don't know. It's partial emulation. I wouldn't panic until we see. Yeah. Partial emulation in the same way that Proton is. Well, you know, in some ways, I've heard Proton is even better than native sometimes. I actually heard a report that because of Proton, there are some games that actually run better because Windows is such a, you know, unoptimized mess that, like, just having a translation layer for Proton is easier than having to natively do it on Windows. Which I can't claim to know, but that is funny if it's true. Take a lot of shortcuts in layers like Proton, but you run the risk of inaccuracies. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see. It's funny, for how much of a presentation they had, I still feel like I don't know that much about the Switch 2. Fat PS2s had similar issues with PS1. Oh, really? That surprises me. I thought fat PS2s had good PS1 backwards compatibility. Huh. I didn't realize that. The thing is, I know PS3s had PS2 backwards compatibility because, like, the hardware was actually inside the launch, like, PS3s. But they removed that to lower costs. Which is sad, but it makes sense. Super exciting, riveting gameplay. Had the PS1 processor, but not the PS1 PPU, so some graphics are emulated. You see artifacts and, like, dithering and transparent. Oh, interesting. I would like to see a, like, side-by-side comparison. I'm sure they exist. There were also people who were saying, like, because I watched a fair amount of reaction videos to Switch 2, and there were a fair amount of people who were like, I need a side-by-side comparison, because I don't know how much better this really is. So I kind of share that, where it's like, it's a little hard for me to gauge without having a reference point. Sans, did you ever see, there was a YouTube, I don't know if it's still there anymore, but a YouTube channel called Game Hut, and it was created and run by one of the co-founders of Traveler's Tales, and he would do all sorts of videos about, like, stuff he did back in the day, all the work he did. And one of the really cool videos he did was talking about Sonic R, because he worked on Sonic R, and he was saying how, like, transparency like that shouldn't have been possible on the Saturn, so, like, how did we get it to work? And he went into a technical explanation of how he managed to get, that sort of transparency working on the Saturn. It was really cool. I admit I couldn't follow some parts of it, but it was cool. Granted, I do remember that he also tried to launch this, like, retro game streaming service, and, like, everyone called that kind of cringe or something. And maybe there were other dramas, so maybe he's not a cool person. But when I did follow him, I also remember he posted a video talking about how Tesla can't even program a clock correctly. 'Cause in whatever models of Tesla he had at the time, he was like, I forget in what amount of time, but, like, in a certain amount of time, the clock goes fast by, like, a second or two. And to account for that, they have it connect to the internet and update itself. Which is hilarious to think that, like, you can't even program a clock. Okay, sorry, I don't want to bore everyone by just doing that, but... But yeah, it is fun to know, to learn about things. Sometimes it is a little above my understanding, my comprehension ability. Also, you may notice that there are a lot of things that clip in my factory. Once I learned that clipping doesn't actually affect the stuff on the factory, I was like, this makes it so much easier. Because in, like, Factorio, you had to be conscious of, like, overlapping stuff. What is this? Oh, limestone. That is good to know. Stay away from me, hog. You know, this might just be my brain, but there was a bit in Doug's streams where people would be like talking about hog cranking, and it's yeah, it pops up in my brain a lot. Because, like, Doug was talking about, like, how everyone calls him bald on stream. And he was like, yeah, you guys are just, you know, clocking in at your job at the, you know, bald joke factory. And he starts making all sorts of analogies about factories. And then someone was like, we should open up the hog cranking factory again. He goes, no, that factory's staying closed. Let me know if this radio noise bothers you. I find that it bothers me after a while. But I like having it up because I like being able to, at a moment's notice, like shift and look to where I need to. Yeah. I mean, you know, so, the Switch 2, to go back to that for a second, the Switch 2, you know, there were some people who were like, Nintendo's a super rich company, they can afford to sell. And it's like, yeah, they could. There are a shitload of companies that could afford to, you know, lower the costs of products, but, like, they don't. Like, that's kind of the issue. That's not exclusive to Nintendo. That's very much, like, just a company thing. So, you know, so when people are like, oh, but the tariffs, you know, shouldn't affect that, it's like, but they do, because that was always going to do it. That was their plan. That's the whole point of a tariff, to raise a price. So, like, yeah, it kind of sucks that, Nintendo won't just eat the profit, but, like, it's also one of those things where, you know, they and basically every other company were going to. But we'll see. I really do hope that the price of the Switch 2 does not go up too high. I think there is still an argument that Nintendo should eat the cost, but they just won't. And yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you could say that about friggin' anything. Like, there are a ton of companies where it's like, they could afford to eat the cost if they, you know, if they had any sort of soul about them. But they don't, you know? They've already shown that they don't. And I'm not saying that that's right, it's just that, like, tariffs weren't going to help, you know? Yeah, the cost of... Exactly, right? Like, they should lower the price, but they won't. At least not of their own volition, you know? If, say, the government came in and was like, hey, you have to cap it, then that would be cool. But that's the thing, like, knowing that they're not going to lower the price anyway, adding an extra incentive for them to raise the price isn't going to help anyone, you know? That's why I'm blaming the tariffs for this. Like, yeah, sure, Nintendo is making a lot of money and they could afford to make less, but, like, you know, it was a thing where it's like they've shown that they're not really the company to do that. So, adding a thing that's like, hey, you should increase your prices more, they were going to do it. A few years ago, Democrats were the ones who were anti-free trade, yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, it's a complicated topic, because on the one hand, you see about those, like, factories in China that use, slavery, and it's like, yeah, we really shouldn't support companies that are using those, but, you know, on the other hand, like, it's still how so many companies, you know, work, that, like, just cutting it off at the, you know, cold turkey isn't really gonna help. happened to the free market? Yeah. What? Ah, there it is. Oh, thank goodness.
Witness the deep and sing for us.
I am still unable to initiate
topic, don't get me wrong.
communication.
Yeah.
How are you doing it?
We composed a resonant song to curb the effigy, tapping into the inner currents. We sacrificed our blood and our temples and let the metal in from the void to eat our flesh.
That's a lot to unpack. How do you tap into these inner currents?
Consume our blood, worship at our altars, curb the melody.
I do not understand.
Flat frequencies in straight lines. The blood is a teacher. Each altar is a
Thanks for the boost up.
Processing
Whatever hit
data.
me. Something hit me. And, it helped me reach this platform. I think, you know, okay, this might sound stupid, because I'm not great at phrasing myself, but, like, I think a big issue in society is, like, people always want, like, or expect, like, one thing as a solution, you know? Like, this one trick will save everything. And it's like, I don't think there are that many scenarios in life where a single solution can really fix everything, you know? I hear. There you are. Also, restricting trade to try and improve labor conditions might totally backfire if companies leave and people don't have a job. Oh, that could be worse. Yeah. That's true too. It's a balancing act. But like, I feel like some people always try and reduce it down to like, oh well, all you need to do is just, you know, like just not care about it or whatever, and it's like that's not gonna solve the problem. A free trade absolutist. Ah, no, I can make that. I can make it. Oh my god. I can make this jump. I can do it. No! Oh, it's so close. It's so close I can taste it. Is there... Oh, I know what I can do. There we go. And then we dismantle it. Cool. Hi, Mango! Hi! It's good to see you, precious bean! Okay, now I gotta get out of here before my body grows a third arm. Okay. Definitely more complicated than all or nothing. Yeah, exactly. But Mango, how are you? It's good to see you. It is I. Mango. Oh, no, stay away from me. I'm not interested in anything you're selling, sir. One of my favorite jokes in SpongeBob was, what the fuck? Okay, whatever. I forget which episode it was, but the one where it's like, I feel like someone's trying to sell me something. See, I told you he was onto us. I'm doing okay. I went to a HeroScape tournament, which was fun. I mean, I lost, so that wasn't fun, but like, I went 1 and 2. But what's happening? Have you played Have you played Satisfactory? Mango? Sorry. I got scared. Oh god. Okay. We're good. Didn't get far. Oh, okay. Understandable. It's definitely a game that, like, I can understand why people wouldn't enjoy it. But I enjoy it. Stop. I loved it? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'm sorry if I made it sound like I was assuming you were... Who? Who dares? I thought I killed you. Games that gave you basically nothing. Yeah. Yeah, it's a fun mix of, like, crafting and survival. And, like, automation. Definitely the biggest one for me. You know, it's funny, I actually played a fair amount of No Man's Sky on Switch, because I heard the Switch version, and this was before the Steam Deck was really a thing. The Switch version was a surprisingly good port, and you know what? I'd stand by that. It's a surprisingly good port. It's not great, but like it's a good port. You can definitely work with it. Also, I was very curious to get the Switch exclusive ship. But I do need to go back to No Man's Sky. I was enjoying it. I just kind of trailed off. I got one of my favorite updates of all time in any game. Do tell. I know it gets a lot of updates, and I'm happy the developers stuck with it. But it's one of those things where I was really surprised people's opinion changed on it at all. I thought it was too cursed a project, you know? Okay. We're fine. Scratch. You can make your own ship from scratch? That is cool. I do love that amount of freedom. scared. Stop. Like, can you stop? Sir? Where? Finally, geez, how many rounds did I put into you? Basically, you take ships that you don't want, that you own, scrap them, then you pick one part. Oh gosh, hold on, sorry. Still under attack by the evil forces of Ganon. Okay. Then you pick one part of 3. Like that you got from the ship, or just like... Dang it. I know what it's time for. Time for cheese! Then if you get wings, core, engine, and cockpit, it's randomly picked by the game. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's still cool, just, yeah. This way. No, 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 no! I was... Oh... Got another job interview on Wednesday. Oh, nice! Make a fighter, hauler, explorer, or solar ships. That's cool. Oh boy, I don't wanna go back. But that's why I have my chest of fuel. Well, good luck, Structor. Is it the same? Like, is it a follow-up to the one you had, upcoming that you told me about before, or is it a different one? Only just a screening to see if I have pulse. I'm not sure if the company's... Oh, okay. Oh, you lost that one. Oh, I'm sorry. Also, I'm officially out of the unhealthy weight range of being too underweight. Oh, hey! Congrats! I'm proud of you, Mango. That is a very good, that is an achievement. You know, it's funny, I used to be somebody who metabolized food like crazy. Like, I could basically eat everything I wanted and not gain weight. But that has stopped happening to me, so like now I'm overweight, and it is very difficult to change your eating habits. So I can tell you from experience that I know that's difficult, and I'm proud of you for doing that. Healthy weight range, that is very good. Happy and proud. Because I didn't change my eating habits, I just didn't feel scared going on my room to grab food because of sibling. Oh! Well, I mean, that's still a habit of sorts. You know, different different from what I thought it was, but, I mean, it's still a change, and so I'm glad that the change was beneficial. Yeah, in a way. I mean, obviously I had the wrong idea, and I'm sorry for that. By the way, also, if Sans is still here, I saw there is a VTuber who's apparently very popular named Giwi, and Giwi was, the whole reason I learned of her existence was, she started posting these videos that got in my recommended feed, where it was like having my dad, you know, like rate VTuber designs and stuff, and I feel like you and the dad would get along. If you're there. If not, I mean, they're still very funny videos. Kind of hate having roommates. Not because I hate them, just the... Yeah, no, I understand. You know, when I had roommates, like... I mean, granted, I had bad roommates, so, like... You know... If I had better ones, I'm sure it'd be even better, but, like, I didn't hate my roommates. It's just more like, I just don't do well living with other people. Or at least, I need my own space. That's what I've learned. Like, I'm okay with being a roommate. I just need, like, my own little room. You know? Just some space for myself. Because, like, all the roommates I have, it was, like, a shared room. And... Or I had. It was, like, a shared room. And that's just... It's too much for me. That's the heaviest I've ever been, 152. Nice! I guess if that's good, yeah. I want to know how long I've been playing, though. How long?
Live, laugh, consume.
Live, laugh, consume. What is this, America? Gotten lucky with roommates, never had a bad one. Yeah, I definitely had roommates, both roommates actually, who, while I was sleeping, would bring their girlfriends in and, do the deed while I was in the room trying to sleep. And it's like, I guess I'm also a light sleeper, but like, man, if you're gonna do that, like, give me some warning or something. I'll sleep somewhere else. I hate the idea of living alone. Yeah, it's one of those things that, you know, people fall into either you really like it or you really don't, I feel like. Leave me alone. No! Are you serious? Oh. Pain and misery. Only did the shared room thing, it was not my thing. Yeah, it was not my thing either. Like, I get why people do it. I respect people who can do it. I'm not one of them. I can't do it. 12 days and hours and 13 hours. That's impressive. I can't quite do the math in my head, but that is a fair amount of time. Yeah, that is kind of weird, but who am I to judge? Go ask Dr. Google. Well, yeah, I mean, days, if they're considering days as 24 hours, then, you know, it's 12 times 24 plus 13. Although maybe that's just me being nerdy again. You know, I realized it, but at the protest, I was like, God, I am such a nerd. I'm a turbo nerd. You know, grade A nerd. Because, like, I went to a protest and I brought a sign that was a Turkish proverb. Like, I'm that kind of nerd, you know? 301 hours. That is impressive. Is that the word? Nah. Yeah, that is good. Were you here when I talked about the sign that said, like, fuck this again? That was relatable. I did see a sign that says hands off my Switch too. Really? That's funny. So you're in No Man's Sky, good lord. That's not bad. I've heard of people pouring many more hours and into that game specifically. Goodness knows, I have, I think now, like, over 1,600 hours into TF2. Because I love Team Fortress 2. I do. It is a fun game. I think it is incredibly well designed. And, it's just great. Gamers are protesting. Yeah, yeah. The most depressed group of all. Gamers. Dude, it's not as bad as my Decro. Oh, really? 25 days. So that would be... what, like 500? I might have done math wrong on that. No, that would be like 6 or 7, right? Something like that. Close to 600. Okay, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I just did quick math in my head. Yeah, that is a lot. It's funny, I've poured so much time into Team Fortress 2, but I haven't, like, I haven't put nearly as much time into any other game. Like, I think the next highest on my Steam profile is, like, Supermarket Simulator at, like, 200 or something. To D2. Oh yeah, that that makes sense. Did you see Marathon is coming back? I don't know if you're familiar. Marathon is the game that Bungie made before they made Halo. TF2 was my highest for so long. Yeah. I'm so sad. I used to have such a kick-ass backpack and I had to sell it when I was young, and I God, reacquiring it would be so expensive. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a lot. Hear about Marathon, but it doesn't interest me. That's fair. I just didn't know if, like, you liked Bungie enough as a developer that you would be interested in a new game they were doing. You know what I mean? Okay, there's the death crate. Found it. And then the other death crate is farther away from the radioactive stuff. I love Bungie, don't get me wrong. Yeah, no, I mean, you know, it's just one of those, like, oh, hold on, I have to ban a bot. Oh, not in dangerous times. Hold on. Bot, you might live unless there's a mod who can ban them for me. 'Cause I'm in danger. I'm in danger! Which I learned was actually not from The Simpsons. Okay. I think this is safe. Okay, ban. Can see it must be restricted. Oh, it is restricted, yes. Destiny 2 had me in a chokehold for years, starting in 2018. Yeah. I mean, I don't blame you. I'm just saying, like, you know, there are plenty of people who can like a single game, you know, but not really care about a dev's other games. In fact, or... Sorry, hold on. Bad. Bad doggo. Bad. 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 Oh, my lungs. Okay. There. Hi, Groovy! It's good to see you! Hi! Let's say Reach for the longest time. Nowadays I can't stand it. Wow. What is it about Reach? I remember playing Reach with a friend and enjoying it.
Tuning into the effigy.
I suspect there is a misunderstanding. The effigy and I are different entities.
I don't know what's wrong with it. Oh, okay. Well, it's fine.
I am an instantiated artificial intelligence.
Outgrew it. That's possible.
Space.
I mean, people's tastes change over time.
I am hosted on servers and have no corporeal form, only synchronized cloud platforms.
The effigy is not an effigy?
It most certainly is, but not of me. They are, how should I put it? Extremely flat.
Compatible music. We are writing new symphonies.
What? Yeah, Death Crate. Is it even lower? Oh, there's the Death Crate. Okay, now get me back to my factory before I lose these again. But Groovy, I did horribly at the tournament today and I'm sad. I mean, I'm not that sad. I don't take it too seriously. Although, there is an upcoming tournament that I am going to be the sweatiest tryhard for. But that's later. Nitrogen. Ooh. I'm gonna die from this. What I thought. Join it to the opposite effect? That happens sometimes. I actually worked on a marathon sequel at Angel and never released, of course. Oh, really? That's super cool. And that is really impressive. Oh, really? That is cool. I mean, Bungie was and still is to some extent, but like especially was like one of the, you know, most beloved developers at the time. Like how you could, like a light source and all the attributes pop up. That is very cool. People used to work on Assassin's Creed. Oh, that's cool. I actually... Well, okay, let me rephrase this. Sorry, my brain already said the thing. I liked Assassin's Creed, I've only played up to 3. I've only played all the Assassin's Creeds up to Assassin's Creed 3, which is more than just 3 games, I assure you. But, I just got burnt out on it. You know? Because I really loved the first game, because the first game had a really unique kind of, like, atmosphere and structure, and the second game was certainly great, and it certainly refined a lot of things, but it was clearly, like, we're just gonna do this from now on for a while. He worked on Black Flag. Oh, that's cool. Black Flag is the one I hear is really fun, except for the Assassin's Creed parts. It's more than 3, it's 5, yeah. Yeah. And I played, Liberation. So, 6. One game I love a lot. Dying Light 2? Interesting. I've heard a lot of people say they prefer Dying Light 1 because 2 went a more RPG word direction. Where they liked the combat from 1. The one with the weapons makes my brain go. Well, that's good. What's his name? Someone worked on it, I forget who. He was like one of the creative heads of Fallout before it got sold to Bethesda, I think. I forget his name now. But I heard he worked on it, and I was like, that is interesting as a direction to go. But yeah, all I had seen people talk about was like, you know, yeah, the second one just doesn't have the same visceral zombie killing action. Which is always funny to me. Like, when a series pivots that dramatically, it's always like, I get why they, you know, called it Dying Light 2, but I almost wonder if it would have been better if they had just called it, you know, Zombie Killer RPG. Yeah, Roger Craig Smith. He is a good voice actor. I think he is very talented. My issue is that I don't think he's Sonic. To me, in my brain, he's just not Sonic. And that's fine if other people disagree with me. In fact, a lot of people disagree with me. But, just... personally, I just can't. So much, man. Yeah! No, that makes sense. And, like I said, he is very talented. Like, I recognize he's a great actor. Yeah, like... you know, for me, it's also because I played Sonic Adventure for so many hours that, like, Ryan Drummond just really is Sonic for me. Sonic Prime's... Yes, also, you know what? I liked Sonic Prime. There were a lot of people who hated it, but I thought it was good. I thought it was the best Sonic show he's had, and that's not saying much because most of the Sonic shows are not good. But, you know. Haven't finished it, so no... Oh, okay. Do you mind if I tell you, like, a production thing about the last season? I mean, it's really not a spoiler, but it's just... Okay. It was clear that they were not given the, like, budget or time they needed for the final season. But, I would have really loved it if they continued. But I don't think they're going to. Like, even while I was watching it, I was like, wow, they really had to cut corners here. Which I don't blame any particular, like, animators or whatever. I more so blame management. Do my point a little bit wrong? Really? In what sense? Is it, 9? Is it 9 you have an issue with? Personally, I wasn't a big fan of the, Egg Council. It wasn't terrible, but it was just... They got pushed way harder than I thought they would. And it was just like, I'm not that big a fan. It had some fun moments, but it wasn't... They weren't, like, the stars by any means. I love the way they did 9. The ending of Season 2, my boy, what'd they do to you? Oh, gosh. I'm not sure I remember the ending now. I can't see Tails as an evil guy. I get what you mean, but at least I was interested in the ending because to me it was an interesting concept of like, hey, you know, even though he is technically just a split off of another, you know, creature, does that mean he doesn't really deserve to exist? Like, I think that's cool. Yeah, and I mean, like, I think that's an interesting conundrum, where it's like, yeah, Sonic fucked things up, and, you know, it's clear Sonic did want his friends the way they were, but, like, it makes sense that, you know, like, if someone came up to you and was like, hey, you are actually part of a different person, and, I want you to help me, like, restore that person, you'd kind of be like, well, no, I want to exist, you know? They could have justified it more by making someone more a dick. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I feel like Sonic, went through his arc a little quickly, in the sense of, like, he realized he fucked up, but he kind of got over it so quickly. Or, not over it, he kind of got, apologetic so quickly. You know? Where it's like, he was like, I'm so sorry I did this, you were right, I shouldn't have done it. Like, I was like, that feels like the sort of thing you would have, like, a whole little arc to, where, like, Sonic initially starts out being like, no, I made the right decision, like, what are you talking about? And then, you know, through interacting with all the characters and seeing all the situations, he'd be like, oh, I really did mess up. Because, you know, they were like, oh, don't break the crystal, and then he breaks the crystal. And, like, I feel like his first reaction would be like, no, I can put it back together, it's fine, you know, it's fine, whatever. And then it would take someone to come in and be like, this is, you know, this isn't just something that you can speed your way into fixing, you know? If I was told I was part of someone better than I don't think I'd again. Well, but, I mean, the implication isn't necessarily better or worse, it's just someone different, you know? Because someone going up to you and being like, yeah, you're the shitty part of another person, like, that wouldn't go over that well with me. Even though I like Sonic Prime, the show made it less interest than other... Wait, hold on. TBH, even though I liked Sonic Prime, the show made it so I have even less interest in the other Man of Action shows? Wait, Man of Action? Is that the like studio who made it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get what you mean, but I do think that like they were kind of screwed a little bit because it was like they clearly cut corners at the end. They did Shadow. Yeah, yeah. I think they did Shadow well. Made Ben 10 and some Marvel shows. Oh, really? I actually I didn't even know they were the ones behind Sonic Prime, but I think they are a very talented studio for the most part. I thought Sonic Prime looked really good and animated well, and the voices, the voice casting was spot on, and like overall, I thought it was great. It just didn't quite nail the landing, you know. And also, there was this whole thing on Twitter, back when I used Twitter, where someone compared it to, like, the Mickey Mouse House show or whatever, and, oh boy, that was a discussion. The thing is, I don't generally participate in those types of discussions. I'm not usually the type of person to step into, like, an online debate and be like, no, you're all clearly wrong and it's this, and then have people respond to me and me go like, nuh-uh. Like, that's not my thing. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, that's it, yeah. Yeah, ever since someone made that comparison, like, Sonic Prime has been relegated to that. Apparently Ian Flynn was a consultant. Yeah, Ian Flynn has kind of just become the Sonic guy, Like, Sonic writer in general. Have you tried Far Lone Sales? I haven't yet. I get the impression I'd like it. I just haven't made the time for it. It's tough, when you have as many games as I do. It's hard to get to everything. And since Groovy is here, I'm sure Groovy is seething. Sitting there, clenched teeth, his perfect posture, his dreamy eyes. Sorry, I'm going too far. Sonic Riders, yeah. Excuse me, sir. I need you to leave. Actually, I need you to die. The amount of correct you are. I think having perfect posture, yeah, couldn't be me. With his gorgeous hair. And his winning smile. Everyone loves him. I was using my back rest, so yes, I do have good posture. Yes, and that's good. Everyone should have good posture. PSA, I'm about to have my MRI tomorrow. So, take care of your back. It is not good to have your back hurt. It sucks, actually. Sorry, I'm hunting. No, that's fine. How have you been enjoying it? I've actually been hearing people kind of getting divided on it. And that was surprising, because that's such a strong start, you know? Groovy, I don't get a hello. Yeah, Mango said hi. I bought a nice eBay chair. Yeah. Did you see that Herman Miller is going to make gaming chairs? That's funny to me, because they were already, like, the chair, you know? Yes, hello, Mango. Want Wild so badly. Yeah, I would like to try it, but I have such a weird relationship with Monster Hunter. I love every other iteration of Monster Hunter. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I don't know, I think the frequency of releases, like, not that it's bad, but like I'm not interested enough in it that like I buy every entry. It's like, I need more time, you know? Reason why I don't say hi back to anybody that gives Shadow the impression I'm in the mood for conversation, start asking me that. Oh, it's a nice cock, bro. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't, you know, you can say hi and then be like, I'm doing something else right now. I won't be offended. I'm gonna stick to office chairs, too many liquidated office. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would ever buy a gaming chair unless it really was ergonomically best for me. But, like, you know, I doubt I will ever be in a position to buy a super nice chair, but if I was, I would buy a Herman Miller. Nice cock. I did. I said sorry. I'm also. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? You're right. Okay. As explicit as I'm busy. Yeah, I guess, but I mean, I should have picked up on that. Okay, stop. Hey, nice cock. I mean, I see multi-$1,000 offers go for like 200 on really. Yeah, but like Herman Miller is like the standard. Although Structor, if you ever see one, let me know. Because I mean, I can just make a trip down to you to pick up a chair. Also, Shadow, we should hang out sometime. Gamer. Yeah, we should. I'm sorry, you know, my social battery is really small, and like, not to use that as like a huge excuse, but like, it's really tough for me when like I'm already so drained, you know. Herman Miller's might still have a premium. Like, I like steel case chairs. Yeah, I mean, I guess ultimately it just, as long as it's a good one, that's what I need. Well, this is great. I enjoy it a lot. No way in hell Mango would like it. Oh, really? I guess that's a spoiler. Goodness. Well, yeah, Mango. There are a lot of people I really do want to play games with, but just, you know, gaming is such like a relief to me at the moment, you know? Love the beta, actually. Oh, okay. Well, brother has an Aeron, and he likes it. I have Steelcase Leap, which is kind of the biggest Aeron competitor. Oh, wow. Do you ever find that, like, if you two are working in the same room, like, your chairs start fighting each other. And both Aerons and a Leap, and I liked Aerons more than the Leap. Okay. Well, you know, I'm willing to give it a try. Structor, if you ever see something, let me know. Because I just got this chair at Costco. And it's fine, but I wish it was better. My list for a long time has been that's understandable. Used to be a lot cheaper, but I don't know anymore. Yeah, I mean, a lot of things used to be a lot cheaper. Great Mango. I just know that you like World for certain reasons, so I assumed a little. Oh, okay. Well, I got the sloop that I wanted, so now hopefully it'll have been worth the wait. Only consider them when they're used. Fair enough. Yeah, I only buy used. You know, I was gonna say something and then I was like, maybe I shouldn't. Played the beta, it was just fast enough for me to keep up and grounded enough so it wasn't super difficult to master the movement. Okay. I mean, I figure businesses only play there to get the tax break. I mean, probably. I got the Leap V2 for $450 new back in 2013. I assume that's really good. I don't know what Leap V2s usually went for. Didn't I pick up? Yeah, whatever. Oh, I probably already crafted them. Again, on computer and keyboard and mouse, it's hard to feel comfortable. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. But also, Groovy isn't used to mouse and keyboard, so... Combat is fantastic for me. I just know you like hunting. I hope that when you play Wilds, it's good for you. I play with many friendos. I got a Leap V1 for $300 in 2022, shipped. Could have gotten it for cheaper if I picked up local. Fair enough. I sure ain't. I'm on controller. Oh, yeah. I just got so distracted. I forgot that I was gonna make more factory for copper wire. Criminally, you know, I can beat the game. Yeah. Well, I did play it Wilds. It was awful. No, I'm just kidding. It was very uncomfortable for me. I think it's just too tall for it. I mean, you are tall, so that makes sense. That's enough for me to not get angry, and the weapons felt amazing. Well, that's good. Shadow, wake up, your cat miss. Where's Beef? I missed my beef. He's been so sweet lately. The Leap does have a ton of adjustment features. It isn't as flexible as the Aeon, though. I mean, adjustment is nice. Okay. So now we can do the smelter. Because whoever smelter delter. Oh, okay, yeah, different. Aaron has gotten so comfortable in where I'm living now, and the other cat don't get along. Oh, poor babies. Why boo? What? I don't understand. Why are you booing? What's going on, Groovy? I don't understand. Is this a reference that I'm not remembering? Because I thought it was, thank God fish aren't into cash. Their first fight last night. Oh, poor babies. Because I'm a fake gamer. True. Also, Groovy. Whoever smell. Oh, okay. In that case, I'm not sorry. I assume you heard all the direct, the Nintendo, news. So, how do you feel about Duskbloods? Apparently, someone saw the trademark filing for it, and it belongs to From Software. So if it is that good, there is a possibility of getting a sequel, unlike Bloodborne. No PvE equals no play, but that's what it is, Sans. That's what that's what Miyazaki described it as. He was like, it's kind of a PvE game. I don't know why I just gave him that voice. Fun fact, when High Moon Studios tried to go independent, when Sammy was going to shut them, Sammy was suspicious it was a scam. How would that be a scam? It's fucking epic and I want it. I don't mind this PvE thing. I mean, isn't that essentially what all the Souls games are anyway? You can fight players or fight with players. Yeah, I won't play. Sorry, I thought you meant no PvE, no play. Okay, I see what you mean. Well, let them know we don't care about the damn furniture. We want to make a video game. I mean, just wanted to sell the office furniture. That. Okay. That's weird. What a weird idea for a scam. I mean, I guess it's possible. I'll go play offline. To have no notes. And no blood stains. And... Well, what did they have in Sekiro? No symbols? Shows how much I know about Sekiro, but... Oh, it's only single player, that's right! You're right. And yeah, I'm glad. I'm actually really excited for Duskbloods, because From Software is at the point now where like they make so much money that like they can do whatever the hell they want. Like they don't need, Nintendo to finance them. But if Nintendo is financing them, like, what is that? You know, what does that get them? Like, if Nintendo's paying for it, what is, you know, what do they have in mind? Ah, it's a little off. Oh well. Platinum! Hey, it is factory time! Suppose it's oh, really?
What are you doing?
That's weird. What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm making... This is to make, more wires. Because I need more wires so I can, make more advanced wiring, or automated wiring so I can make more adaptive control units. We're not Josh? Also, Duskblood's being mandatory multiplayer is strange. I mean, you know me in multiplayer, so... Josh from Let's Game It Out? I've never heard of them, I'm sorry. Why do I have the hiccups? I know why. It's because I was, I had some really good food, and I ate very quickly. Because I was hungry. I thirsted. Where's, hold on. Ah, there we are. It's usually what people mean when they say PvPvE. Oh, really? I guess I didn't know what PvPvE meant. Izaki did an interview with details about how the game will work. I haven't read it yet, so I apologize. I never should have said. Why? Why? I know I'm not optimized. I know. What is PvP, just to be sure? Well, PvP is player versus player, so... And PvE is player versus environment, so... I'm assuming... It's something along the lines of, like... You team up with other players to fight things. Sea of Thieves. Interesting. Okay. I think I understand. I'm sorry, Platinum, if I'm upsetting you. I wasn't trying to. I just... Do you not like Sea of Thieves? Is that it? Are you just a Sea of Thieves hater? You can look at Night Rain for a better idea of how multiplayer... Okay. Oh! But people are excited for Night Rain. I've never played. But you've seen Sea of Thieves, right? You are making me want to cry. You have nothing is in straight. Not nothing, just many things. Like that's a okay, that's not a straight line. Hold on, I can find something. Hold on. That's not. Hold on, hold on. Well, that makes it a joke. But that makes me happy. Yeah, see, this is straight. This line here. That's straight. Deeply unserious factory simulation. Yeah. Could a MOBA count as... Oh, that's interesting. Maybe? I'm sorry, Platinum. My brain works in weird ways. Actually, you know what? Sorry, hold on. I just had an idea. What the... Okay. I can remove that. Because I can remove this. So I can remove... this. Right? Okay. So now... There's so much clipping. Yeah, once I figured out you could clip, I was just like, yeah, if it allows for that. Oh, okay, that's where... Yeah. Yeah, and then... This goes in... Goes in there. See? Now I can do the thing more efficiently. Wait, actually... Yeah, 2 of 2. Okay. How's my power grid doing? We're never coming to my world to build anything. I'm sorry. Okay, it's handling it, but I should really be careful. Wait, iron? What? Oh, yes, okay. Because this is what I was... Okay. There? I'm sorry, Platinum. I didn't mean to upset. Also, it's worth remembering, when I was playing this on my off time, or, you know, not stream time, I was like watching TV, so... Have everything in neat straight lines. I applaud you for that. You know what? To be honest with you, if I replay this game, I'd probably do it a lot better. Watching Let's Game It Out. I have not heard of them. I'm sorry. You would do it more better. Exactly. I would do more better the thing. Send you a link. Okay, yeah. If Platt wasn't so busy, she could have stopped you from straying from the path. Yeah, I think I learned that clipping doesn't actually affect anything off stream. So I don't know how much platinum really could have done. I don't like that geysers don't provide consistent power. It's like my power system is breathing in and out. There's nothing stopping you from... What? What do you mean? Also, I am a very chaotic organizer. I apologize. You would absolutely despise my Minecraft organization system. Like, I showed you a version of it, but in my, like, Steam Deck Minecraft, it's different. Also, I wish you could get rid of giant rocks like this. This used to be the fart rock. And then I cleared it of all the farts. Stand not being organized in Minecraft. I use I'm very much chaos. Well, okay, not complete chaos. I do have some standards, but like I will do chests where it's like, okay, this is the like, you know, weapons chest, and this is the like armor chest, and like I do that, but I don't generally have signs because I just remember. So like they're just a bunch of chests next to each other. Picture frame's better. Well, I don't do that either. Whichever it is. Signs are outdated and used picture frames. Well, however you do it. I need more copper sheets. I have no copper sheets. Wow, really? I guess I need to make a thing for copper sheets. The smelter. Mr. J. This is my mother, Carlton. No! A constructor. When you build 3 of them, that's a constructor cubed. I've been playing for 2 hours. Oh, hot diggity. I understood that. I hope so. I would hope. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Goes there. This outputs to... There's the merger that oh, okay, it's still a ways off. Okay. Copper. And copper sheet. Cool. You see, if I just double the output, I can multiply the copper sheetage by 10. Also, I'm so sorry, Platinum. You're probably gonna hate me for this, but okay, this is like, so I had to get oil from really far away. I don't know if does Factorio actually like randomize, like, are the maps procedurally generated, or is it like Subnautica where it's like all one? Hey, Dega, it's good to see you. What are you still doing up? Yeah, I went to a HeroScape tournament, and so I wasn't able to stream in my regular time. Messages sent. Thank you. I will look at them when I get the chance. So yeah, I had to import the oil from very far away. A very astute metaphor for the brutality of modern culture. And so I had to split it multiple times, but I've been trying to make as much fuel as I can, and it's like I can just never output enough heavy oil to fuel this, and I don't get why. Because like this was supposed to supplement it, because the other one produces plenty of heavy oil. Wait, this is. Okay, yeah, because it's not actually... Okay, hold on. Yeah, because, like, that produces enough that this is always well-stocked. So I was like, oh, well, if I can siphon some of that... But it's not siphoning. I hope you realize that you have to keep streaming until Kelsey shows up, or else her streak is over. Is that true? I didn't know Kelsey had a streak. I had a streak when I ran naked in the soccer field. I did 6 months hard labor for it, but it was worth it. She always has a streak. I got arrested for doing that. Yeah, exactly. What, are my eyes deceiving me? Am I actually getting enough fuel now? I really had to commit to that. Yeah. I committed. There's a lot you can say about me, but I committed. You realize that you need a pump to go that direction over a flat right. I thought it was only uphill. Because isn't that what the... Hold on. Okay. So, maximum head lift 20 meters. Allowed fluids to be transferred 20 meters upwards. Yeah, so it's only for upwards, right? Flat line can run out of pressure. Well, it seems to have solved itself, honestly. I have not had a drop in a while. I don't know what changed, but something changed. Well, Alex, I'll take the penis mightier for 200. Wait, what was I... Oh god, what did I just do? I may have just fucked things up. 'Cause it was headed out this direction to... Oh, I may have made a mistake. Hunting for hard drives and yeah, I have most things in the MAM researched. There's only a few things that I am that I haven't completed yet. Let me go back to it. Actually, no, hold on. Let me investigate this situation, because I may have just screwed myself, depending on... Because it was going this direction. Right? So it's going here. Okay, yeah, it was just going to the fix it. Yeah, okay. Okay, so let me show you the MAM. Excuse me, ma'am. I don't know why I like doing this voice, but I do. So yeah, basically only alien technology, because I need to find a lot of, like, Mercer spheres. And also I was waiting to get, computers before I really started. And then power slugs can't be done until I get whatever this thing is, the time crystals. And then sulfur. I don't think I have the middle thing yet. I don't have, yeah, I don't have uranium cells yet. I don't think I can access uranium. Have you been decrypting hard drives? I decrypted 2 of them, and it gave me 2 choices and then didn't give me more. I have 3 of them sitting here. Should I just continually do it? Because I know the hard drives were required for certain parts of the tech tree. Somewhere. Yeah, like rocket fuel. Like, you need a hard drive for rocket fuel. So shouldn't I just save my drives? You want to be tricked? Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't decrypted one in a while. As for alt recipes, I have... Let's see. Biocoal, and I have something else, I believe. Like, yeah, the compact carbon, I believe. And probably a couple others. 10 minutes drive, 300... Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't realize there were that many hard drives. Wait, whoops. To be honest with you, I didn't know how large the world is. Won't unlock nuclear fuel until you're working towards phase 5. Okay, well, for now, I just need to complete phase 3. What was I? Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. This, right? Yeah. I know I have the recipe for, like, compact coal as well. So I had, like, 2 or 3 alt recipes. Wish I could jump into your world. Is that possible? Can't you just do a thing where it's like, oh, I want to play with friends? Honestly, when I played this game, my lines weren't 100% straight, same as me. Fair. You know, when I started playing this game, I really did want straight lines, but then I got lazy. Ain't no straight. Need to make it, and then an open world and invite people. So I would have to make a whole new world, or can I use the one that I'm using? You don't see the point now. You pick 100%, and you can have things a bit easier by cutting. Yeah, I mean, that's ultimately my thinking too. I was like, I could rework this whole thing to make it look nice, but really, I don't think it would do that much for me, aside from just make me happy to see everything straight. If you were searching alt recipes, there's such a thing. Iron screws, use ingots. Oh shit. That sounds awesome. I mean, like, it does, but also I feel like it's really not that hard to track things. I mean, ultimately the game is kind of a go at your own pace kind of game anyway. I mean, as unoptimized as I am, I'm sure I'm sure, like, I will eventually make however much I need. It doesn't for me. It doesn't for me either. Oh, excuse me. Depends on what it's making and how long the line needs to be. I appreciate having, like, a big space and, like, doing straight lines, but, like, I don't know, the way they made it is, like, with all these, like, rock overhangs and stuff, I feel cramped. You know? Where it's like, this little valley or whatever that I'm in, it's like, I mean, yeah, I could build vertically, but I just feel like that still wouldn't be ideal. And I don't even fully understand how to build vertically anyway. Because it did, in like, the tutorial or whatever, it did say something along the lines of, like, you know, remember to you know, build upwards as well, but I didn't. For me, this just makes sense. Having to keep track of, like, multiple levels is a lot. There's an alternate recipe that makes 130 polymer resin and 20 of heavy oil. And there's one that gives 130 of heavy oil and 10 resin. That is very nice. Take 50 oil, 50 bar directly to make fuel. That sounds very nice. So has Pixel been here at all? No, unfortunately. I'm thinking when I say search for alt recipes. No, I agree now. Now that I fully understand. It's just the couple of recipes I did have didn't seem all that useful, and I wasn't really clear on how to get them. I guess scanning hard drives, but you know. But I was like, but if hard drives are only going to give you 2 rewards, then like why would I bother you know, why would I bother decrypting more? Some of them are trash. I guess the ones I got were just trash then, because it gave me the same 2 options and then the third one was just blank. And I was like, okay, so hard drives only give you 2 things. No pixels, we have vectors. Yeah, we're going back to Vectrex times. I would love a Vectrex, but they're expensive. The reason there are 131 of them in the world. I mean, are they like are there hard drives well, for one thing, is the world procedurally generated or is it a fixed map? How much are Vectrexes? I actually don't know, to be honest with you. I just know they're expensive. Cuz like you're essentially buying like a huge TV thing along with it. It's a fixed map. Okay. So are there like certain spots that have hard drives where it's like, oh, this hard drive will always give you this, or whatever. See, I can scan for hard drives, though. No, okay. I'm gonna get out of here, though. Oh, okay. Heck, thank you for stopping by, Mango. You are heckin' precious. And, know you, and, I'll talk to you later, Mango. And definitely, yeah, reach out to me if you want to play something together. I don't know what, but, yeah. The rewards are random, but rewards are within your current phase of the game. Interesting. Okay. Know you, bye! Be super cool to see a Vectrex in person. I hear it's really cool. Yeah! Yeah, if I remember correctly, it has, like, some form of 3D, right? And I think that's cool. You know, I understand why 3D has never really taken off, but I always liked 3D as a concept. Like, the 3DS, to me, was, like, the coolest idea. I was like, finally a 3D display where it's literally just look at the screen. You know? So you have certain things unlocked. You got more recipes, also iron screws recipes, the most valuable early. Yeah, that makes sense. Interesting. Or a steel rod. And I guess I would want the steel rod, right? I guess you could argue that 3D has taken off the form of VR. Kind of, but even some people are saying, like, VR hasn't really taken off either, so... Steel rod is worthless. Oh, God. Reroll? Okay. Ooh, silicone. That seems useful. I know the second I choose something, you're gonna be like, oh, take the other one, and then it'll be like, ah, I already chose. So they're good. I use the alt being a T5. Okay, well, I'll choose the silicone high-speed connector. Both are good options. Well, you know, I'm sure I'll get another opportunity, right? Okay, have a good night, Groovy. You're precious. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. I feel like there was something I was going to tell you, now I don't remember, so bye! I'll message you if I think about it. Did you know you can math in the game? In what sense? Because, I mean... I kind of already figure you do plenty of math with, like, optimizing your factory. So, like, what do you mean? Press N. Quick search? Math. Put a random math problem. Let's... 3 times 3. Oh, that's cool. That's a cute feature. have 15 times 30. Yeah, cool. Wait. I hear it. I hear it, but I don't know where. Where is it? I heard it. I heard. Don't you lie to me, game. Game's lying to me. Save my bacon on pelts. Really? You know, you can set preferred fuel for your jetpack. Can you? Well, I prefer it like this for now anyway. So... Oh. tool? A tool for what I'm doing? Running? Yeah, I think it's on top of this, whatever this is. Mountain. Yeah, look in your DMs. Okay. 1 second. That was a trap. You set me up, Platinum. I can't believe I believed you. It's not working with that. I don't know, that sounds like something someone working with the spider would say. Okay. Hold on, let me... Okay. Okay, let me see. Ooh. Okay, interesting. I don't know if I want to use that, though. I appreciate it, but I'm stubborn. My sister hates this about me, but like I don't like using guides. And I apologize, but it's just to me, like, once you start using guides, then it stops being a game, you know? Oh. You want to know where hard drives are? Shows you which ones you've gotten. I mean, I'm sure it's super helpful. It's not that I like think it's bad. It's just like I mean, maybe this is naive to say, but I like to think that the inclusion of a feature like this scanner is so you don't have to use a map like that, you know? Like, for me, finding it is part of the fun. How dare you? Can't see. Can't see. I'm gonna die. Bye. Goodbye, spider. It's at the top of that thing, I'm sure. Ah, I couldn't make it. I hear more spiders. I got arachnophobia from watching the movie Arachnophobia. Oh no. No, no, no. 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 I build tower. Small problem. Don't quite have enough resources for full tower. Can I make that jump? I don't think I can. Oh, power slug. It's probably very risky for science. Oh, I made it. Oh, I did it. Oh, thank goodness. I was very scared in the middle right there. Right. You'll mess with me. Ooh, and concrete. Excellent. Rotor. Oh, copper sheets. Are you kidding me? Die. Dismantle. Yes! I do know that. I don't actually know how to make it 1.1. Because, like, I downloaded stuff. To do it on stream or after. Well, it's gonna come out eventually, right? I mean, I can wait for that. It's not, like, super urgent to me. Take you through how to. Okay, bye. Oh, that was very humorous. I'm happy. Just, the sight of the hogs, like, just ragdolling. Easy, but is oh goodness. Yeah, I'll hold off then. Hogs are dumb. Spiders are just they are. I sure am happy I didn't buy a large micro SD cards. Yeah, yeah, that's. I don't necessarily want to say, like, oh, that's a lesson, you know, or anything, but, like, it is generally a good idea not to buy things in preparation for things you don't know about, you know? Like, imagine buying an SD card to be prepared for the PS Vita. Like, oh boy, you would have been in for a surprise. Switch 2 is going to be worth the money. Depends on how much the tariffs are increasing it. I mean, personally, I was happy with the 450 price point. 500 was like my limit, where it's like, okay, I can do 500, but past that, I don't know if I can afford. I missed out on a deal for the. Oh wow, that is a good deal, but But yeah, you still also would have been out $50 for it, not working. Ooh, more inventory slots. For the console itself, then whatever tariffs are going to be will kill it. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm assuming that they would have done $3.99 without all this tariff talk, and then when the actual prices for the tariffs came in, I think that is what's going to drive it above 500. I guess FOMO didn't win this time. Yeah, I mean, to say the least. Which one would you recommend, Platinum? Is this a good one? I could use inventory slots. Do you miss out if if you get every hard drive, do you get every recipe, or is it or do you have to like miss out on a couple different things?
Lunch is served, but it's milk.
But it's milk. Kelsey! Hi, Kelsey! Groovy told me I had to keep streaming until you came, so hi, Kelsey. Okay, toss up. Both are good. Dealer's choice. And no, if you get every hard drive, you do get every recipe. Okay. Okay, that's good. Then I'll do the inventory. Yes, you are here! I'm so glad you're here! To wake her up in DMs. Oh, really? Think that the price won't increase over 4. I would love that. Really, truly, I would. But I don't think that's possible. Like, a 46% increase is not something Nintendo can just be like, yeah, we're just gonna keep it the same. Like, as much as I wish, I just don't think it'll happen. I forget what country they were in, but there was someone saying their country's equated to like 600 and something for the Switch 2. I was like, that is rough, but but they also have healthcare, so. Prediction hinges on tariffs changing for Vietnam. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't. If the numbers announced really are what's gonna go through, you know, cringe. But if they get adjusted, I could see Nintendo just being like, it fucking sucks, but we're not going to increase the price because it's not worth it. Granted, they already had floods of people spamming drop the price in their like Treehouse streams. So hopefully they understand that, like, you know, raising anything at all is going to be tough. I mean, granted, not that they won't, but just, it's going to be tougher. There it is. When Chappie decides what percents are going to be, we can always see they're sticking. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, so Kelsey, how are you? I'm sorry, I'm like focused on getting this hard drive. One could say I'm hyper-focused. I thought you did. I really want to say yes, but if not, you can add me. I'm okay, too tired. Aw. Sorry, you were a bicycle. Because it's too tired. I'm sorry, I hate myself for that. That was a bad one. Surely I did. Surely I added you, Platinum. On the Reddit saying they were going to pre-order the Switch on Amazon UK. I think I read an article, and I'm hesitant to believe it, but I read an article that it's going to be, or at least the Japanese versions of Switch 2s are going to be region locked, because like the price is so much lower there that like they locked it so like people wouldn't just buy from Japan. I don't know how much I really believe that, because they saw a lot of success with the Switch 1 being region-free. It's only language locked, but maybe... Oh, okay. It might have been language locked. I just saw Switch 2 locked Japan, and my brain just kind of filled in the rest, you know? I'm not exactly sure whether maybe the games are still multi-language. Maybe? I genuinely don't know. I have no clue. Okay. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, don't you tell me there's still a hard drive over there. Unfortunately, I am getting very tired, so I might just end stream here. And maybe if Groovy is live, we can raid Groovy. Maybe buy a JP Switch 2 and find out. Yeah, I guess I've got to work on my Japanese. You know what's funny? I have wanted to learn Japanese because there was a game I used to play on the DS. I don't know why Fry's Electronics had it, because they didn't generally import games, but they had a copy of Jump Superstars on DS, and I bought it, and it was it was fun, but it was only only in Japanese. So my I got through it because I contextually just learned. You know, I got stuck at parts, obviously, because it would say, like, oh, do this move, and I didn't know what that meant, but I eventually played through it, but I was like, if I replay this game, I kind of want to play it where I understand Japanese. Platinum, if you want to, I mean, I didn't want to, like, force you or anything, but to be honest with you, I wasn't even sure I was gonna raid, because it feels like so late, nobody I'm super comfortable with would be live, you know? I was having imports, can't say I've seen... I know, that's the thing, but I so distinctly remember it was like a cardboard standee at Fry's, and it had Jump Superstars, and that game never released in the West. It was Japan only. And I played it and I loved it because I was really into Yu-Gi-Oh, and you can play as Yu-Gi-Oh characters. But it was tough to get through purely because I didn't understand Japanese. My sister at the time was actually taking like high school Japanese or something, and so like she would help me occasionally when I go like, hey, can you read this for me? But yeah, point being, saying maybe that's why I figured Yu-Gi-Oh fans. Well, to be honest with you, I think their biggest audience for it, because the character at the very center of the box art is Luffy from One Piece, so they were probably going for One Piece fans more so than Yu-Gi-Oh fans. And I mean, it is Jump, so like, of course, they have a ton of different animes that are super popular, so like, it really just appealed to anyone who was a fan of those animes. Apparently, it even had JoJo's Bizarre Adventure characters, and I never realized that. Because I didn't even know what JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was at the time. I mean, I do now, obviously, but... I wonder if the standee had a disclaimer. That's the thing, it might have, but I definitely didn't see it at the very least. And Platinum, let me know if you're live so I can raid you, because that's kind of what I'm waiting for now. Now that Kelsey's here and I'm allowed to end stream. Computer is still in the process of taking... Okay, yeah, well, just whenever you are ready, let me know. No sleep for the wicked. The Wicked Witch of the West. Wait, what the fuck? Whoops. That was what I meant. Okay, yeah. Aww.
Got to have money.
Have some happy cupcakes.
Thank you for the bits, Platinum. I appreciate it. Are you phasing hardware together? Because I'm too lazy to make it look... to make it not phased together. But hi, Dega. Yeah, I'm gonna be ending stream very, very soon. And it is also how I'm wired. That is true. Oh, because there's a spider. Freaking spider. Wait, you're still alive? How? Okay. Oh, you were wired to screw with people? No, I'm not wired to screw with people. I'm wired in a way that upsets other people, but it's not the reason for it, you know? No eep for the weary. Is that my imagination? Okay. Whatever. If I played this game, I would line it up perfectly, then move it off. It's just for everything. Oh, see, that is being wired to screw with people. See, I'm not like that. I'm just poor boy. No, I have no no escape from reality. That's what it is. Couldn't think of the lyrics. Try me? Go eep then. If you so want to be tried on this. No, Kelsey, you don't get to eep. Why? Why? Kelsey should eep. Kelsey doesn't eep a lot. I'd stream it just to hear the gnashing of teeth and the lamentation. See, again, that is not me. I'm not doing it because I want to upset people. I'm just doing it because that's just how my brain works. Dega, you are on a whole different level, you know? See shadows behind me? Alright, the behind you. Sorry, I'm still TF2 pilled right now. Where's there we go. I was feeling really eepy. I hate you. I hate you. Come here. Yeah, that's right. And to accept the world is imperfect. Even in the fake world, everything's a pixel off. You know what? I respect it. I don't agree with it. I respect it. Oh, so close. So close. But now I can run. Because I have fast transport. Oh, you know what, Platinum? Before I end stream, can you please explain to me why it says dismantle crate when I go there and it's the 2 miners I had set up to mine coal? Why would it do that? Is that a bug? 'Cause see on the compass it says dismantle crate. And I was like, what does dismantle crate mean? Like, is it a crate I need to dismantle? And I went to it and I was like, this is just the coal mining situation I have. With that monstrous admission of intentional cruelty, I'm off to bed. Yeah, dream cruel dreams. Have a good night, Dega. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for making me laugh with your silliness. And I'll talk to you later. I have an MRI tomorrow, so wish me luck. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious. That is a crane need to dismantle, but oh, what? I didn't realize that. How did that happen? Hope they find your brain. Yeah, I know. I've been looking for it everywhere. I've been looking for it for so many years. I've almost forgotten what it's like to have one. Haven't we all? Where is this crate? Okay, if you need me, ping me in Discord. Oh, okay, yeah. Where is crate? I don't understand where is crate. Who was phone? I have put the miner on top of the crate. How did that happen? Okay, let me know when you're live so I can raid you. I mean... Yeah, I'll figure this out off stream. Upgrading a miner? Oh. I guess that's what I did then. I love that running on fast, conveyors, make you run even faster. That is fun. There are several miners mining in the mine. Interesting. Why would you want molded steel pipe? That I don't understand. Because it looks like it just takes more to make steel pipe. That's what I don't get. You know what? I'm gonna just check real quick if Platinum's on, because if Platinum is on, I will raid. One second. One second. One second. More for less. What? How many ingots does it take to make a steel thing? Hold on. Well, since you're here, which one's better? Yeah, it takes 3 to make 4. So taking 5 and 3 concrete to make 5 doesn't seem all that useful. Should I do steel pipe, ingot, or reroll? The total output that matters, I guess, but that seems far more complicated. But yeah, which, you get 50 per minute against the base, like 20. Oh, okay. I guess I see what you're saying. Which do you recommend, then? Steel pipe, and I'll show you a use for it. Okay. I don't understand why something like charcoal exists when it's like, I don't think you can just put wood on like a conveyor. Or like you'd have to constantly be filling it, right? Okay, why? Sorry. Oh, I should also get started on the next hard drive. Ah, I see Platinum is live. I see. It just happened. So, I am going to end the stream there. I will call this Progress. And, I will say, thank you all so much for stopping by and saying hi and bitsing and all that. I really appreciate it. I try and stream every other day, so Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 1 p.m. Pacific, although Thursdays are currently impacted for me because of treatment. But, next stream will probably be Chicory, and then the stream after will likely be Unicorn Overlord, so I hope you're looking forward to that. I have a Discord if anyone is interested, !Discord, or there's a link in my About section. It's the best place to keep up with my streams, as well as chat with me and other cool people. And we're gonna raid Platinum. So yeah, thank you for coming by, Structor. Hopefully you will all join me, as Platinum is a precious bean, and we're gonna support Platinum, because she supported me. So I should do the same. And Platinum is also playing Satisfactory, so yeah, if you are interested, please join me. But that will be it from !Raid. Send my raid message so you can copy and paste that and send it in the chat when we get there. But yeah, that will be it from me for today. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Have a good one. I will talk to you later, and let's go raid. Bye.